Hey Geminis, and welcome to your July 2019 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. And first of all, I just have to say, y'all are coming in here, your energy's feeling scattered, it's all over the place, you need to calm down a little bit, it's okay. Geminis have to be a little bit more calm in July than you are in June. You know, everyone's there, everyone's kind of scattered, everyone's kind of all over the place, and we're all kind of like getting a lot better in July. So let's start off that energy great. Like, let's get straight into this video. And let's calm down a little bit, Geminis. I need you to like take a deep breath. Let's calm. Calm, Geminis, calm. Okay, great. I want you guys to find your blessings this month. I want you to cleanse out your space a little bit, empty things out a little bit, make more room for yourself, make more comfort for yourself. Nine of Swords is up in your reading this month. Seven of Cups is up. Judgment, Death, Five of Wands. There is something that you are confronting in the month of July. And, you know, there's a lot of comfort in confrontation for you right now. So I think that we've got to think a little bit about that. And finding our way out of the confrontation, you know, not avoiding, not passively, you know, passive aggressively, passively avoiding, but, you know, confronting it and moving through it. So you've got to move through. There's got to be, Gemini, kind of coming out of something in the month of July, you know, positive action, reinforcement, reinforcing your own boundaries, coming through stronger, all of that. Okay, Gemini, I think there's going to be a lot of great messages coming up in this reading. I'm loving the way the energy shows you later, but I won't lie, you know, there's a lot to overcome this month for you. Again, before we get started, be sure to check out the description box, Geminis. I have my new ebook, Moon Symbols, coming out, which is all about lunar healing, using the moon to heal, learning more about your moon sign, the house it's in, and how to capitalize on the lunar energy for your own healing journey. It's super cheap right now, so be sure to go and check that out. But yeah, enough of the advertisement. Moving on with your reading, you are juggling this month. You're juggling where you could see yourself, so future tripping just a touch. The transformation is coming one way or another. You don't really have to future trip, past trip. You can just be in the present and it will naturally come. You're getting too involved, I think, in your own destiny, like getting too connected to showing yourself that you can make a change. The change is happening. The change has happened for you. Enjoy yourself here, okay? Find enjoyment. Don't resist the changes that are coming. Don't try to resist for other people. Don't try to control other people this month. Just go with the flow of things. You're fine, but understand your own like discipline that you have to take, like your own self-discipline, positive self-discipline. That's an important thing this month for sure. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the week to week, Geminis. Week number 1, you have Nine of Swords rooted down by Queen of Wands. So overcoming paranoia and overcoming anxiety. Like, even when I'm talking about it for you, Gemini, I feel a bit breathless. Okay. So yes, you have to take the pressure off of yourself just a bit. Whenever Nine of Swords comes up, I always feel that something can't go on the way that it is going. Something has to change, something has to shift, otherwise the universe will kind of shift it for you, and you'll see that there's a bit less control in how that changes. What you have beneath your sense of angst or beneath your sense of fear right now, whatever it is that can't go on, is something very fiery and popular. Something that is, maybe you're afraid to lose that. Maybe you're afraid that you're going to come off as unpopular or be seen as an antagonist or something for what you know that you need to do. I don't want to say it's just ego, but there's a fear of the appearance. There's a fear of looking a certain way that I'm feeling for Gemini in that first week. And I think that the only way that that fear can come to fruition is through avoidance or through not allowing yourself comfort within it, not allowing yourself to breathe within this situation. That's the only way that this is going to be problematic. You have to embrace the truth and honesty. You know, week number 2, King of Swords, reversed, rooted down by Judgment. Honesty is what brings forth that transformative push, okay? So a great time to tell the truth, a great time to hear the truth of other people. Again, this month is all about communication. I've been talking about it on Patreon. I've been talking about it in a lot of my videos for this month. We are dealing with honest communication here. We are dealing with communicating what we want, what we need, and seeing that, you know, the refusal to do that or not being able to do that is very expensive and very costly. Yet we're all getting to the right place with it. But truly, fear is your only enemy this month, Gemini, and you've got to overcome a certain type of headspace that has made you feel fearful of something or fearful of change. Because you're moving into the third week, Death reversed, rooted down by Ten of Cups reversed, which deals all with fear of change and fear of commitment. And I don't necessarily think that that's you. I don't necessarily think that you're just afraid to change or afraid to commit to things. But I do think that that is activated in your life. So maybe it's feeling difficult to find true friends or to find people who will commit to you. I do think that that's been a struggle for Gemini. And I think that you are coping with that. And I think that you are healing from that. And the third week is really going to demand you to do so, because if you still have the commitment wounds, or if you still are really struggling to get over the person who cheated on you or the person who betrayed you in some way, you're still carrying it with you. You're still carrying the fear of it happening again and the fear of the pain that it caused you, which is still the pain, so the pain never leaves and the pain can't really go away. So the same people come in. The third week of July is really going to show that to you and really going to show you, I think, a new opportunity actually of happiness. Because I feel that one of the only things that can really heal some of these past betrayals is true happiness, and at least something that's motivating, something that you enjoy, something that you want. So I think that something that you want or something that you enjoy is going to come in the third week of July, and that's going to really test out some of this older, outworn feelings of betrayal, because no longer will you be able to operate within them because you're going to want happiness. So find that happiness in the third week. That'll be beautiful because you move into the fourth week, Two of Pentacles rooted down by Five of Wands. I feel that to be like a purging energy, a purging of these past issues with betrayal, these past addictive tendencies. I think that your body is letting go. Your body is releasing those things. And sometimes it's not the easiest experience, but I think that it is going to feel healing throughout the entirety of it. So Two of Pentacles, there's an indecisiveness. It's kind of like, do I really want to heal? Do I really want to let go of these past experiences? And the Five of Wands is like, no, it's so much easier to operate in this sense of betrayal and this sense of fear and stagnation, because it's now what is commonplace. It's now what is, here. And that's expected. And to operate in a more higher vibrational place is different, so it feels naturally uncomfortable at first. And that natural discomfort that you feel in the fourth week of July, Gemini, is gold. That's so important. Like the discomfort related to healing, the purging process of difficult lower vibrational energy. You can feel nice in that. You can feel happy in that. You can feel healing in that. It's like, when you're very ill, it has to get worse before it gets better. And that's what I sense to be happening to you in July, Gemini. And then there are some of you who have already done this and some of you who've already gone through it, in which case, I think that this mainly just looks like the outside world kind of coming into alignment. You might have arguments with people. There might be a sense of confrontation, but that's just really a sign of who is and isn't right for you. Is there confrontation within? Are you in confrontation with yourself? Are you in confrontation with your own wants? Oftentimes I see that people who have a lot of confrontation in their lives, or a lot of arguments, a lot of just at arms with people at all times, there is something within that is exactly a mirror of that. Like, they're not sure of their own goals, they're not sure of their own path, they're not sure if they like where they are or not. And this really manifests a lot of tension and confrontation also with the people on the outside. So I want you to remember that, Gemini. I want you to remember, am I happy with my path right now? Am I happy with my goals right now? And likewise, if you're dealing with people who are very temperamental or very angry, are they happy on their paths? Are they happy with their goals right now? Can I help them in any way? Or am I just kind of here to talk them through things? Am I just kind of here to have a nice little pity party with them? Is that what they want from me? Do they want to be in my presence so that we can both feel bad together? That could be prevalent for you as well, as you do have Seven of Cups as your central theme in July, which I think deals a lot with seeing things in a tone that is not real. Seven of Cups to me is always about a sense of deception, a sense of delusion, a sense of, even if it's not deceptive or delusional, Seven of Cups invests way too much into what it's looking at. It can be future tripping, it can be past tripping, and it invests so much energy into the things on the horizon that the self loses light. It's you see that the figure in Seven of Cups is in shadow. There's no light or vibration within. It's all being put out into the horizon and into what they're looking at. So yes, I can see that with pity party. I can see that with future tripping, building someone up to be something that they're not. Perception, all of that. You have to save some for yourself. You have to save some energy for yourself this month. You can't invest it all into perception, into even learning or what's on the horizon, because, like, you have to fix things where you're at. You can't, like, this is something that a lot of the very cerebral signs struggle with, like, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio, who else? Virgo. The really cerebral signs really struggle with making things comfortable where they're at. They think of how I can change things, how I can move here or go here and things can get better if I do this or I do that, or if I change this about my surroundings, or if I, and it becomes about that. It becomes about the brainstorming and about the understanding of how to make things better than the actual action. And they always end up staying in a very stagnant present and always future tripping about how things could be better, because it's not actually about making things better. It's about proving to yourself that you know how to fix things. And it's when you actually fix it, you don't have to do that anymore. And there's a fear. You see the whole spiral that Gemini and all the cerebral signs can really get stuck up in. When the Seven of Cups energy is very prevalent, that's such a Seven of Cups dynamic. When we just can't in the present moment find comfort or health or ease, and we just start hyper dreaming or hyper future tripping about how we can make it, but we don't actually do it in the present. We have to have some kind of external change or some kind of drastic catalyst before we can see it happen. It's like, after I get the money, or after I move, or after I start the diet, this is how things will look. Watch out for words like after or before, or when this happens, X will happen. Watch out for very subjunctive types of perceptions in July. Okay, that should be cerebral enough to make any Gemini think a bit for a while. Make things real, make things present. Watch out for subjunctive things. You're strong enough to make your present healthy, Gemini. You just got to get out of your head a little bit, get into your body, ground yourself, exercise, do something with yourself, not in your head. Anyway, a bit of tough love for you all this month. If you want more soft or easy energies, be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising sign to get a different perspective. Your likes, comments, and subscribes make my day, and I will be rooting for you, Gemini. Check the description box below if you'd like to follow me anywhere else, and keep up with these readings and other forecasts that I give. I am loving this energy for y'all because you see things so clearly, and I actually liked this reading. I hope you guys did too. Much love. We'll be talking soon. Bye.